So first up on board 1, we have Magnus Carlsen. Now he is playing on a fixed board, despite only having 2.5 points in this one. And let's see what he's brought to the table.
Yes, so we currently see this position, e4.
I think it's my board.
It's your board?
Yeah.
Okay, right on.
So, nothing new here. Yeah, e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4, and knight f6, two knights defense, one would say, but I think nowadays it mostly serves as the transposition to the Italian nonetheless, because white is not very interested in going knight g5 to kind of hold the sharp line. So d3, d6, and then a move which might be a bit surprising, h7, h6, and usually if you are a kid, attending kind of beginner's class, you'll be criticized for this move. Because, like you should develop pieces. What is this h6? Once again, bishop c5 would have led to what's it called? Among two knight defense players, so bishop e7 castles. And h6, as I said, looks like a beginner's move. But if I would tell you that Hikaru used to play it against the very best, we're obtaining quite good results. So it's it is a move. It's quite an interesting attempt to play something original. So castles d7, d6, and sometimes black would even play g5.
Yes. Yeah, this is, I think, the new approach in Italian as well. I faced this a few times recently, and I also play this h6 line myself as black. So, yeah, this is a very, I would say, refreshing in Italian, because we normally see bishop c5, and I think this is why this h6 variation is kind of like trendy, because if you play the normal bishop c5, you have to be ready about Evans Gambit or Max Lynch Gambit, all of these gambits that you can just sweep it over, because after h6 there is no more something like that.
Even though I think in order to equalize you do have to be very precise after h6, sometimes aggressive with g5, sometimes
g6
with g6, bishop g7. Yeah, and Magnus's castle is not the only move, right? Because there've been attempts to with the long castle with white, like some, not sure exactly what the move's order was, but something along the lines of, say, knight c3, bishop e3, you wait for black to play g6, and then queen d2 castles long. So this is also possible.
Okay, well, castles kingside was played by Magnus, and a closed game will ensue. We've noticed the strategy also from Hikaru Nakamura. He's employed these very close positions where there's a lot of maneuvering, there's a lot of tension on the board, and somehow or other he steers it into an endgame that's favorable for him. Is this what Magnus is also going to be trying out?
queen f7 is on the board.
Okay.
Is it?
Yep. Trust me, Miro.
7. Absolutely no way.
The safeties,
they-
but
yeah,
he will take it. He
of
will
course,
take it.
Of course, and he should. He absolutely should.
Let's wait for that moment of class after rook takes f2.
Yes, rook f2 is on the board. King g3.
King g3.
We'll probably double check it once again.
Yeah, he did it.
Probably.
Yeah, he will not miss
Above
this.
number
Yeah.
one for good reason.
Yeah.
Well played.
So that means, well, it's always a good day at the office if you win a game before the free day, or if you win the game also on the last round. It's just, it gives like nice feeling, you know, that you could enjoy the next day without really having to worry about anything. So
Wait a sec.
we have some move there. Queen
Queen to
h6.
You would think, yeah, let's take the rook, right?
Okay.
But then the queen d2 is still a perpetual, but queen g7.
Queen g7 takes everything and takes on f2.
No, don't take everything. Just take the rook. Be cruel. No, but yeah, of course, you exchange on g7 just to make life easier.
And that's it. Resignation, and Magnus Carlsen wins with the white pieces. And just a very classy game from move 1 until the finish. To find that king to g3 was such a nice touch. And whilst the players are thinking, I think this is the perfect time for us to take our second break. And if you want to grab a tea, a coffee,
Or a popcorn.
then it is
Popcorn.
it is the time to do it now, because after the break we are gonna catch some of those impending time scrambles, and well, you don't want to miss that. See you in a few minutes.